sexual tension. Can you feel it? Sexual tension is that amazing feeling you have between you and a woman that distinguishes you from a guy she's friends with versus a guy she wants to be with. Most guys suffer with women because they don't know how to spark that sexual tension. And without that tension, you can't be anything more than friends. So in this video, I'm going to give you the 6 easiest ways to build sexual tension with a woman and make her see you as a potential lover or boyfriend. Any guy can do these things because they are very simple and straightforward. So please pay attention and keep watching. My name is Marni, and from here on out, I am going to be your very own personal wing girl. And every week, it's my job to give you the no BS information, insider information about what women really want versus what they say they want, plus the most effective methods to win over any woman you like. So just hit that subscribe button now so that you never miss a video again. All right, here are the 6 easiest ways to build lots of sexual tension with a woman. Okay, method number 1, get her close. We naturally stand close to people that we feel connected to. We get shoulder to shoulder with our friends at a bar or sit right next to family on a couch. But here's the cool thing. It works in reverse too. We start to feel connected to those who we allow into our physical space. There's tons of research that proves that. So when we are roughly within 4 feet of someone, we automatically spark a more personal connection. The key is that you get close to a girl in a non-threatening manner. So for example, if you've just met and you're standing a foot away facing her head on, that feels intimidating. But if you position yourself diagonal to her and you can get just as close without it feeling overwhelming, you can take a step to the side of a girl within the first minute of introducing yourself. Then you can be almost shoulder to shoulder and face each other at an angle. So if you're in a bar or even a coffee shop or any location where seating is available, get a place with chairs that you can pull to her side rather than sitting across from her. Across from her, intimidating. Side, good. In fact, whenever you have the option, you should sit right next to her and don't leave an awkward 6-foot gap. Get closer. Finally, being physically close has many other benefits. In loud environments, it's easier to hear each other without awkwardly leaning in, and women are more likely to open up when they feel they are in a private bubble with you. And most importantly of all, you can start touching each other in natural ways when you're closer to each other. Method number 2, hold physical contact a little bit longer. When you and a woman are getting to know each other, you'll often casually touch, or at least I hope you're often casually touching. That may be a quick hand on the arm to emphasize something or on the shoulder while laughing at a joke. Problem is, that's how we touch our friends. Poking a girl or patting her on the arm isn't going to get her turned on. So as you build a connection, you need to amp up your touching. So take this scenario, for example. You're on a date with a woman, a beautiful woman that you really like, and things are going well. You're getting along so far. And halfway into the date, you're fascinated by a story that she's sharing. So you rest your hand on hers for a few seconds while listening. That little extra bit of touch will amplify tension. Similarly, maybe you're sitting next to each other and your legs keep grazing each other. Again, these are things that should be happening. At some point, let your leg rest against hers for 5 to 10 seconds while chatting. Once again, you will create more tension. This is going to create tension. When you say goodbye or see her again for the second time, you might hug her for a little bit longer. Just a few extra seconds can signal your romantic intent, and she can experience how good it feels to be close to you and start to desire it more. And speaking of women getting close to you, I want to tell you about today's video sponsor, Joymode, so that when women do get close to you, you're ready for them. Joymode makes natural and science-backed sexual wellness products for men. Joymode was created because the products on the market, like prescriptions and over-the-counter gas station pills, are terrible and can hurt you in the long run. I would much rather you take a supplement like this, designed to spice things up naturally, rather than a prescription drug that can have harmful effects on you down the road. Whether you're happy or unhappy with your performance in the bedroom, why not perform even better? So Joymode's sexual performance booster is like a pre-workout, but for sex. You take it anywhere from 45 minutes to 5 hours before you have sex, and you can expect to get one of your best erections ever. So if you want to spice things up in the bedroom and boost your sexual performance all at the same time and do it naturally without any prescription drugs, then give Joymode a try. So go to usejoymode.com/Marni or enter Marni at checkout for 20% off your first order. That's usejoymode.com/Marni for 20% off your first order. So thank you, Joymode, for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to what I was saying before. We are on to method number 3 for creating sexual tension. You gotta slow it down. The tone, speed, and inflection of your voice sub-communicates a lot of information. A single word or sentence can have very different meanings with slight adjustments. And you can apply this principle to create a sexual vibe with women. So let's say you're with a girl in a more intimate environment like a dark restaurant or on a walk or at one of your houses. You want to try lowering your speaking volume to an almost whisper as you sit or stand close together. So you want to speak a little slower too, like what I'm doing now. Doing this makes your voice have some roughness. It gives it a gravelly texture, which all of us women find irresistible. And she'll get the vibe you're feeling more close to her, and you want to keep getting more personal. It'll encourage her to start communicating that way to you and bump up the natural tension. So method number 4, you want to smile and gaze deeply. Try this when you've been chatting with a woman for a while. While she's talking, smile and look deep into her eyes. So a good mental cue is to try to notice the color of her iris. That's like really deep looking. Maintain eye contact for a few seconds longer than you normally would. She's going to start to be curious about what's got you so captivated, what's going on in your mind. And she'll wonder if you're starting to feel attracted to her. It gets her mind racing about what's to come. And we can feel it as soon as that happens. And trust me, that anticipation will give her butterflies. This little move is just wildly sexy to a woman. It's like something right out of a romance novel. Next, method number 5, check out her lips. All of us unconsciously look at someone's lips when we're attracted to them or want to kiss them. But most men struggle with a lot of anxiety and shame around showing sexual interest. That was a tongue twister. Showing sexual interest. So they actively avoid checking out a woman's lips so they don't come off as creepy. And I get that. But doing this can actually show a lot of confidence and have a woman eagerly waiting for you to make the next move. In fact, this simple move actually drives a lot of women crazy. As things get more personal and flirtatious in conversation, slowly move your gaze down from her eyes to her lips for a couple of seconds and then back up. It's a small but bold way to signal that you are thinking about kissing her and you want to kiss her, and the anticipation of what's to come will make her crazy. Method number 6, slow down before the kiss. The first kiss is that powerful moment when you both act upon your desires. It's a climax to a great romance that you created together. So women want that first time to be special and memorable. So giving her a final dramatic build-up beforehand makes the payoff so much better. A lot of guys get too nervous before a kiss, so they go from looking at a girl to kissing her in a second, killing all of that amazing tension. And you don't want to do that. Instead, let there be a slow build-up. Finish your sentence if you were saying something to her, then pause and look deep into her eyes. Slowly step towards her or bring her closer by the hand or with your arm around her back, and hold that for a second, and then bring yourselves even closer together. If she's ready to kiss, that final moment before you embrace is unbelievably hot. She feels you confidently moving things forward and starts to get aroused imagining what it's like to be with you. And then you kiss her. And don't just give her a peck, enjoy a solid kiss for a couple of seconds. Gently pull away and return to whatever you were doing or talking about. I swear, if you do this exactly like I just described it, this will be a moment that she will not forget. Because once again, this is stuff right out of a romance novel. She has probably had fantasies about having a kiss, a first kiss, just like this. And when you do it this way, you make one hell of an impression in her mind. And of course, the sexual attraction goes through the roof. Here's a little note though. If you are uncomfortable doing these things and you know that you're going to get nervous when you are actually with a woman, here's a little tip. Try this at home in the mirror. If you're uncomfortable with yourself in the mirror doing this, you're definitely going to be uncomfortable with an attractive woman. So try doing this for 10 minutes every single night, making eye contact, looking at lips, getting close, and just practice in front of the mirror. And if you want to learn more about building sexual attraction and getting women turned on, you should definitely check out my program, The F Formula. I'm going to put a link to it in the description below because it is going to help you flirting with women. The F formula tells you exactly what to say to a woman to make her putty in your hands. It gives you countless word-for-word examples for flirty things to say to women. So you can simply copy and paste it, and your conversations are going to become attractive, flirty, amazing. If you've always struggled to flirt with women and tend to play it safe in conversations, then the F formula is 100% for you, because it's going to turn you into a natural flirt who can give a woman butterflies and get her excited and turned on with his words. So combine it with what you learned from this video and you will be irresistible. So just click the link in the description to check it out now. Thousands of my students have used the lines and techniques inside the F formula to date and sleep with gorgeous women. And there is no reason why it cannot do the same thing for you. So again, click the link in the description below to check it out. Lastly, thank you for watching this video to the very end. I hope that you found it useful. And as always, I will see you again next week.